trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto Biz with this pink stuff. Is gonna tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving up and shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I heard it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. I'm like, the way that gets a habit, you should know it's automated.
Can you put like 4 egg rolls?
We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Carolina Panthers.
What up?
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Fielded in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down.
By Marcus Davenport.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Bridgewater. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Complete to Alex Arma.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Third and short yardage, Bridgewater. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. The All-Pro Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Alvin Kamara hit the NFL with a bang, had double-digit touchdowns in his first 2 seasons. Now, production fell off a little bit last year. Just 6 times did he find the end zone. but his ability to run it and catch it out of the backfield makes him hard to cover. Look for a bounce-back season in 2020.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down.
6-yard pickup.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now Breeze finding Kamara. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 7 yards there and a first down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game too. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
At the 50-yard line.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On play action, now Breeze. Going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his second touchdown on the season. And the Saints have taken the early lead. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Saints 7, Panthers 0.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game where the emotion, guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. On second down, McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's third down.
Bridgewater from the gun on third down. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down.
Panthers.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll put push his way up to about the 44 here. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 44, Bridgewater. And his throw is going to be incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And that is incomplete.
Has been a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
At the 27-yard line.
To throw is Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. This is complete to Michael Thomas. He'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Saints 7, Panthers nothing.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now Breeze. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trey Boston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice. So they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing is Bridgewater. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
He's brought down.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The Panthers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Bridgewater. That's complete to McCaffrey. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Carolina. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Breeze going to throw. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. He's got good size. We know he's tough to bring down running the ball. That also carries over to the passing game like we saw there.
And at his size, how'd you like to try and stop him on that angle route? Him coming out of the backfield, breaking sharply, catching the football. It's going to take a lot more than one guy, most likely, to bring him down. That was a nice game.
That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. It's intercepted. Picked up by Anderson Aho. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. A second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Bridgewater now. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. Touchdown, Carolina. Ian Thomas, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Breeze will try again on second down. And it's pulled in by Jared Cook. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Airing it out deep for Smith. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
First update now from Cincinnati, and the Bengals out to the early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy who's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And Thomas has it. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Third and short yardage. Bridgewater winds up and lets it go. That's caught at the 25. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
The Panther first down.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. He gets it to Thomas. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
On the pickup, it's second and inches at the 16-yard line.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches. It's Bridgewater. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Saints take over first and 10.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. A final shot before half for Breeze. He'll air it out deep. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try to hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a first down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on first and 10.
At the 33-yard line.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. And that is incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver. And it's second down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far. And it was again on the last play.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Again, this is Kamara, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
He's tackled at the 30.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two, because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now Breeze on third down. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on first and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this second and 9.
Second and 9.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And it's incomplete. The veteran Rasul Douglas able to break that one up.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And I think that might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. To throw, Bridgewater. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater lines up and lets it go for Samuel. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
58 yards.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Bridgewater. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need to rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The free safety, Trey Boston, there to knock it away.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. He gets it complete to Harris. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. They run from the shotgun with Murray. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
He's brought down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
On 2nd and 7, Breeze. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Anderson Aho.
I'll tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Looking long for Thomas. And got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Now Bridgewater. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Touchdown, Carolina.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Breeze. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The veteran Rasul Douglas able to break that one up.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And he finds Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the 1st down in the process. Breeze now on 1st down. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, the fact you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. First and 10, and they've got three tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football. But they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bagnino Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go larga. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. The Panthers on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing, Bridgewater. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 30 yards there. And, of course, the first down as well.
First down.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Bridgewater on first down. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore.
Touchdown, Carolina.
DJ Moore, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
The 12-yard line.
They run it again with Kamara. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And now they can't even get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurry movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was. Those passes intercepted for the 4th time today.
completion here right around the 10-yard line.
First and 10.
That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Joey Sly for the point after. Can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. Trailing big here in this fourth quarter. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34.
34-yard line.
Again, it's Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So after the run by Kamara, now another first and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense gets back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
10 at the 41-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
9-yard line.
Break it down, fellas. Break it down.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Carolina, it may not be too late to salvage their season as the win moves them to 2-5 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. How did the lady go miss? How she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we call her the rhythm, she caught up a friend. And that's how we.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. I know they never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?